If you've been here before, welcome back. Um, how about we try that again? If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Marcus T, and I'm so glad that you found this space. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good midday. Whenever you're looking at this video, guys, hi, we're back with another video today. In keeping with what's been going on, we're going to stay on the transparency lane today. We're going to talk about something, and I know these past videos have been really heavy topics. and life is just life, and I want to keep, as I said, the vulnerability aspect of these videos, intact as we move forward. Again, if I'm looking down, I'm looking at myself on the laptop screen, so I don't think I'm looking away from you guys. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about some more life today. We're gonna get to the poetry stuff too. Don't be worried about that. It's coming. Um, and actually, it was supposed to be in this video today. We was supposed to talk about some poetry stuff, but stuff wasn't going on. I really wanted to talk about it. I wanted to get it out there. I wanted to unpack it here, if you will, for the most part. But again, remember, guys, my level of transparency is up to my discretion. What I don't want to talk about, I won't talk about. What I do want to talk about, I will talk about. Um, so yeah. But today, guys, I want to talk about life. Let's talk about life, right? Let's dive into the weight of that. And I wrote something. I'm gonna do something complete, something I've never done that I don't do often. I won't say I've never done it before, 'cause I've done it before previously. But I want to read something that I wrote before we segue into what we're going to talk about, right? Um, so what I wrote was, uh, I gotta find it. It's a lot of notes. It's a lot of notes, guys. I go through so much stuff. Um, but okay, I wrote this. I want to read this to you guys. Then we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about today. Um, what I wrote was, it says, it's easy to look at someone's life from the outside and see the strength, the business, the creative spark, and the resilience. But truth is, sometimes the weight of everything just catches up to you. Navigating a long-term medical journey, balancing life's responsibilities, and trying to stay grounded can become an overwhelming load, right? Um, the weight in that statement alone, I could end the video because it speaks for it's that's what it is. It's an overwhelming load with everything you balance from the day to day. Specifically for me, see, we've been on this journey medically for a long time, a very long time, a very long time. I was officially diagnosed um, after my dad passed away. Um, and from there on, we live with a new truth, a new sense of me, a new part of me, if you will, a new norm. But even alongside with that, just the day-to-day responsibilities in life itself, it's so much that happens on the inside that you guys don't always get to see. Um, and it's so funny because oftentimes we look at individuals and we see the outer shell of a person, and we tend to judge them for that there through a lens of what you see is what you get. Sometimes it's true. Oftentimes, underneath of that surface, there's a volcano boiling, a tornado running, a twister spinning. So much stuff is happening on the inside that individuals tend to suppress. And I'm gonna speak about me. I'm not gonna speak about you guys. I know you guys are pretty much squared away with life and being able to manage everything that's going on. But if you're not, that's okay. If you aren't, that's okay. Right? Life has a cruel way of telling a joke. Right? Um, you get the punchline, then you get the joke set up. Right? Or better yet, you get the test before you get the lesson. Right? For you scholars out there, and it's interesting that sometimes you really don't know what a person's dealing with until they come out and say it. And that's what this is about here. It's about me coming, uh, being open about, certain things that's been going on, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is that's been happening. And I know that life is life, and it's okay to be in a space. And I'm learning this day by day. I'm learning for myself. I'm gonna speak about Marcus. Marcus is learning day by day that it's okay to not have all the answers, right? Um, and even in that, right, it's okay to not be okay all the time. Sometimes life gets you in these spaces, in these boxes that you just be so just boggled down by so much stuff, and you're trying to balance, your personal life, your professional life, and all the responsibilities that come with all those things there. And sometimes you find yourself trying to fight to catch a breath. Uh, Recently, I found myself in this space trying to catch a breath. And I've been doing these videos for a while now. I've been doing my poetry for years, a couple of decades actually. It has been a while since I first, since from the beginning of time to now. Um, and then I also have the blog, and I remember I found myself in a space one morning when I woke up and I was in the bathroom and I sat on the I sat on the toilet seat and I sat there to collect myself and I realized that so much time had passed. It was about 30, 40 minutes I was in that bathroom, and I was sitting there just sitting there looking at the wall, just thinking, preparing to get myself together, trying to find that breath. And I did the blog post about that. And even as I was writing it, I was realizing that oftentimes I myself find myself in spaces where I'm running full speed ahead and not allowing myself the grace enough to breathe, right? And it's that has been my reality for so long, trying to find sorry, trying to find that space to breathe and just to be present in the moment and be there without the worry and all these things happen about life. Um, Playing a game of spin the bottle, you know. But it gets real heavy sometimes, and that fatigue truly sets in. More so for me recently, that fatigue set in. I don't want to talk about what happened for the situation happened, but just know that life has been life, and it required me to be in a space of okay, it's time to stand up and do what needs to be done here. Uh, but that called so much. Um, it caused me to exert so much in that space, and it is tiring as hell to be in a space like that, you know, all the time without having the time to step back and to prioritize and to find the balance of everything and to just keep those expectations at bay. Because sometimes you just need to sit down and do nothing. And I'm learning that sometimes, Marcus, sit down, watch a movie, pick up your bass, and it doesn't even require writing, no poetry, no blog. Just sit there, pick your bass, and just play some stuff up. Just watch a movie. Like before I recorded this video, I was watching a Medea play, the Medea Christmas play, just for a good laugh, get a laugh in here and there. And I'm learning that sometimes that's what you need. Sit down and laugh. Hell, sometimes you need to sit there and cry. And it's okay to be in those spaces. It's okay to feel what you feel. It's okay to not be okay all the time. We as people, we be on 10 so freaking much that I don't think we know how to be on one and two, right? Because that's where that vulnerability sets in, right? That's when that's when your emotions start to kick up. That's when you start to see the cracks, the weaknesses, and so on and so forth. But there is nothing wrong with having a weakness. I'm learning this daily. I'm learning this day by day, right? I'm human. I'm not a robot. I'm not a superhero. I'm not superhuman. I'm not I'm not this being that always going to be all the time. Sometimes Mark, need to stop, sit down and breathe and realize that mentally I'm not okay. Physically I'm tired. Emotionally I'm drained. Life, life, life. It's a cruel joke. Um, but you live it, right? We live our lives and we give it our best. We do the best we can and we give it our all. Because if we don't give it our all, then we may miss something. Um, but in giving your all, I guess is realizing that sometimes you don't have a lot to give. Sometimes your all isn't 100%. Sometimes your all maybe 15% today, maybe 30% another day, maybe 75%, maybe 82% another day, maybe a 0.5% this day, and that's life, right? That's life. Um, but that weight gets real heavy after a while, especially when you're trying to hold everything in yourself and do everything on your own. Um, I had a conversation this morning with somebody, and in the midst of the conversation, they gave me some advice, right? It was advice, and the advice was simple but so heavy at the same time. The advice was to allow others to help you when you need help. I've been in a space. I've had the privilege of being in a space where oftentimes I can do things on my own. Even with the disability, having had the cane today or the walker tomorrow or this and the third, I've had the luxury and the privilege of being able to do stuff on my own. However, that's not always the case. Sometimes I have to ask for help. I don't want to ask for help, but sometimes I have to ask for help because I can't do certain things. Um, like maybe carrying my plate of food from the kitchen to where I'm sitting at the table or on the couch or whatever I'm doing, or doing this and doing that, or I want to do it myself. I want to figure out myself, but sometimes it's better just to ask for help. That's the same thing with life itself. Sometimes you got to ask for help, whether you're talking to a mentor, talking to a therapist, talking to your family member, your spouse, your siblings, a friend, a neighbor, the mailman, somebody at a restaurant, talking to somebody about something, um, and allowing that stuff to just come off of you because after a while that weight starts to tear you down. That weight gets real heavy after a while, right? Yeah, right. Weight and heaviness go hand in hand, right? It's just like that feather may be real light in the beginning, then after a while it starts to add up, right? What you think is light as a feather today may weigh a cinder block tomorrow. May still look like that feather, but the weight of it just starts pulling you down. Um, but truly, I think I'm at a space in my journey of finding the balance that's needed. And when I tell y'all, it is a journey. It is a journey, um, and a process, which causes for patience, on top of patience, on top of patience, on top of relearning different things and dropping old habits and doing all those other things. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and get have it all together. I ain't got all the answers. I ain't got all the answers. I don't. I don't have the vision for tomorrow. I don't have the vision for next month, for next year, for the next 5 years. But what I do have is the ability to say, I'm going to do what I have to do and do my best to get to the next space, the next stage. Whether that's getting through today or getting through the hour or hell, even getting through the next 5 minutes, right? I'm going to keep putting the work in to do my best at getting to that space there. And that calls for finding the balance and prioritizing, me sometimes, prioritizing my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health, my emotional health. All those things play a part in me, right? And if I don't have it together, what good am I to be out there somewhere and trying to help somebody else out, right? It's been a roller coaster this week here, um, but like I said, sometimes admitting that you're not okay is okay. I don't expect you to be okay all the time. Hell, I don't even know most of y'all. The ones I do know, same thing. I do not expect for you to be okay all the time. That's not life. That's not reality. Reality sets in, and sometimes life is going to life. Right? That's a phrase I'm going to coin after a while. Life is going to life. Right? And when life begins to life, you have to do what? Life with it. Right? It comes up. and it comes with everything it comes with: turmoil, pain, joy, happiness, victories, all those things, right? It's in the melting pot of life. But when you find that balance of it all and realize that, sometimes your body and your mind can't handle certain things. Sometimes you have to just step back, have a seat, regroup, refresh, and recharge, right? Just to get to the next day. It's okay. Take it one day at a time. I am. I'm taking this thing one day at a time because, again, I don't know what tomorrow brings. But in today, I'm going to give it my all. Tomorrow, I'm going to give it my all. And if my all is 5%, I'm going to give it that 5%, and I'm going to be okay with it, right? I'm going to be okay with what I can give. I'm not always at 100%. Hell, right now, I'm not at 100%, but I'm giving it my all. I'm giving it my all. I think I'm at like an 87% right now, and that's okay. The next 5 minutes, I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know what's going to happen by the time I finish this video. I don't know what's going to come up, right? But I'm choosing to give it my all. I'm choosing to find that balance. I'm choosing to prioritize me, and I'm choosing to recognize, right, and verbalize when I'm not okay. I may not do it all the time. I may not get it right. I may still have that pride space in me, but I'm not gonna let people know. I'm just gonna keep pushing through. I'm human. I am human. I am human. But what I do know is I'm gonna give it my all. Whatever that means for me, whatever that means for you. Guys, I really encourage you, I challenge you to give it your all. And that's at whatever percent that you're at, from 1 to 100. Give it your all. Keep fighting and keep recognizing those signs that are right there. If it's heavy, let it go. If you need help, ask. If you don't know how to, right, we learn it together. Let's learn it. Let's learn it together. Let's learn it together. If we can't figure it out on our own, let's lean on those around us, right? Family, friends. I have battle buddies I can lean. We lean on those people we love, who love us without conditions and expectations, right? Um, and we love because we love, right? We're friends because we're friends. We're family because we're family. And I don't mean family as in blood, right? Because we know sometimes even your family ain't your family. Cold reality with the truth. Cold reality with the truth. Some people in your family want you to fall with them. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep giving it your all. If you have to separate yourself from them, I am learning this today. If you have to separate yourself from them, do so to protect you. Do so to protect you, right? To better you, to grow you. I'm telling you guys, it's a process. Hell, let's walk it together. Let's walk it together. And I truly mean that. I got you. You got me, right? Let's do this together. And let's make this journey uh, possible. Let's make it possible, right? Let's make it possible. And we know, guys, life ain't gonna just throw one thing at you. But whatever happens, you keep trying, you keep pressing, and you keep moving forward, and you keep giving it your all. It's okay. If today ain't today, that's fine. Let's pick it up tomorrow. If you're starting out tomorrow, let's pick it up Monday, right? So on and so on. Till you have enough to give, until you're replenished, until you're back at that space that you want to be at, the capacity of being full. It's a process. It's a process. But we're going to navigate this thing here, and we're going to take time to catch our breath. We're going to take time to acknowledge the weight of these things that are happening, and we're going to be honest with ourselves, right? We're going to be honest with ourselves. That's all I can ask that we do. So all I can ask of myself is for me to be honest with myself and be honest with Marcus. It's gonna be like pulling teeth, if you will, but hey, guess what? Sometimes we got to change the narrative on stuff. We have to do things different. We have to adapt. We have to change, and we have to overcome. And it's not always in that order. Sometimes you may go up to come down. It happens. Life is going to life. But we keep pushing, we keep trying, we keep doing what we got to do, and we support each other as we hold each other accountable. Um, I'll do my part. I just ask that you guys do yours. And if you feel anything you want to talk about in the comments, you want to, just unpack, feel free. It's open to whatever you want to talk about. Whatever you want to talk about, we can have the conversation right there, right? If you message down there, or wherever you want to find me, someone on social media, you want to talk about someone else, DM me, whatever, just message down below, and we can make that happen. So it takes a village. It truly takes a village. Let's be there for each other. And Life Emoji fam, we close out. We don't. There's one thing we don't say on this channel. We never say goodbye, right? So instead, I say, I'll catch y'all next time. See y'all later. Peace.